Right there. I'm John Berman.
Alexander Graham Bell to Bruce Wayne, just like that.
Christine Romans. All right, Election Day. It's here. In Florida, at least. Early voting there begins in just a few hours. Florida can be a pretty important state in presidential elections. If by important you mean deciding the whole darn thing. Hillary Clinton has inched ahead in most Florida polls, but there is no inching across the country. Nationally, Hillary Clinton's lead can now be measured in feet. A new ABC News tracking poll shows Clinton with a 12-point lead. Even Donald Trump's campaign manager admits he is trailing.
Where do you see this race right now? Do you acknowledge that you're behind?
We are behind. She has tremendous advantages. She has a former president, happens to be her husband, campaigning for her, the current president and first lady, vice president, all much more popular than she can hope to be.
It is all but impossible for Trump to win the election without Florida, which is why he kicked off 3 days of campaigning there overnight. Let's get the latest from CNN's Jason Carroll.
John, Christine, despite national polls showing Donald Trump trailing behind Hillary Clinton, despite his own campaign manager coming out and acknowledging that the campaign has some ground to make up, Donald Trump coming out here in Naples, Florida, telling a crowd here that the polls are wrong, that the media is wrong. He also continued to double down on this whole idea that the system is rigged against him.
My message is this. If we win on November 8th, we are going to fix our rigged system. It's a rigged, broken, corrupt system. It's rigged. It's broken. It's corrupt. They want me to take that back. Let me tell you, folks, it's a rigged system. And we are going to drain the swamp of corruption in Washington, D.C.
There has been concern that because Donald Trump is trailing in national polls, that it could be a drag on down ballot races. Trump telling the crowd here in Naples, telling voters that they have to get out and vote. And for the first time, we heard him say that that voters have to get out and help re-elect Republicans. Trump also making no mention of his accusers or any threats of any lawsuits, but once again, no acknowledgement that he is trailing nationally behind Clinton in those national polls. Christine, John.
Thank you, Jason. Hillary Clinton understands a Florida victory could seal the deal on November 8th. She'll be campaigning in the Sunshine State for 2 days starting tomorrow. Today she's in New Hampshire with Senator Elizabeth Warren at her side. CNN's Joe Johns is there.
John and Christine, Hillary Clinton wrapping up her latest trip here to the Tar Heel State with a stop at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, talking to a large crowd here with polls showing her in a tight race in this state with Donald Trump, but running very strong nationally. She's now trying to use some of her popularity to help Democrats in down ballot races.
I'm going to do everything I can, and I hope you will do everything you can to help elect Roy Cooper as your next governor. He has real plans, not just rhetoric, real plans to create good jobs and protect the environment. And he will stand up for your voting rights.
Earlier in the day, Hillary Clinton made 2 other stops in North Carolina in the Research Triangle area. First stop, Durham, North Carolina, visiting a large African-American Baptist church there. Also going to Raleigh, North Carolina, and visiting St. Augustine's University. At both stops, she was accompanied by the Mothers of the Movement, a group of women whose sons were killed in often confrontations with police. Hillary Clinton reaching out to minority, millennials, and others, people the campaign deems will be very important in November. Hillary Clinton will be back in the Tar Heel State later this week, campaigning for the first time together with the First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama. John and Christine?
All right, Joe Johns for us. Thanks so much. President Obama has his sights set sort of beyond Donald Trump right now. He wants to trounce Republicans in the House and Senate as well. At an event in Las Vegas overnight, he essentially accused the Republicans of creating Donald Trump. Listen to this.